I live in a warm southern climate. With a regular men's suit these days, you can get away with wearing a wide variety of shirts with or without a tie. Everything from a standard dress shirt to a polo or even a t-shirt. What sorts of shirts are acceptable for daywear in Highland dress?
You can
Good question.
get away with.
Yeah, for like
To
sharp.
varying
I guess
degrees
it
of
depends.
success.
I think the jacket is the main thing he's concerned about. Is making. He wants to look good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
for
men's suit.
menswear today, wearing a regular suit. You can wear a polo shirt underneath a jacket or a blazer. You can wear a t-shirt underneath. I did that with the new tartan kilt.
Yeah, I
suit,
think a plain
tartan suit
black
outfit.
or other solid colored t-shirt can look good.
It can look a bit fashionista-y or
Look a little bit
Little
Don
sharp.
Johnson-y if you're not
yeah,
careful,
yeah.
Little
That's
sharp,
what I'm
little
thinking.
posh.
but yeah.
I don't know about posh so much as like trendy-ish.
Bougie
It's, when I think
would
of
be
it's like
little
I'm
what the
bougie.
millennials would call it.
yeah, I'm
very
cool.
urban.
Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, damn, I can't get Don Johnson's look out of my head. That Miami Vice, white T-shirt with the suit.
No, it's
Sharkskin.
pink. It'd be a white
Oh,
suit with
pink.
a pink t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
I had a
that
guy-
too.
I had
I'm
a guy
thinking
in-
Tubbs. I'm thinking Tubbs. Sorry.
Tubbs is cooler. He was
yes.
a better character,
Indeed.
my opinion.
See, Jordan, if he was on point, would have had Tubbs up on the screen now, but he's not. It's okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Don't-
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
Yes.
If
Pink
he
shirt.
was.
Where's Tubbs? All right.
Bam.
Does Tubbs?
I
Oh,
think
see,
that would
Tubbs
look good
wore
with a
tie.
kilt.
No, he didn't.
As long as you're not
always.
overdoing
Look,
it.
a shot of him.
Okay.
Shot
Upper
him with
left.
that tie.
Okay. Up here. Up here. Tubbs is in. Yeah. See, but he's in a tie more often. Yeah. See, it feels like that to me.
I'm back in high school.
I don't know. So, would you do that with a kilt?
Yes, I say yes.
I don't know.
I think it can look really sharp if you do it right. Naturally, you would want to do a little bit of color coordination, and you wouldn't want to over accessorize. I think what kind of makes that outfit is that it's simple but snappy. So
Simple but snappy.
I think you're right. It's basically, if we're going to the extreme of like a t-shirt, then
Yeah.
it has to be the
And it
rest of the
has to be
outfit needs to be
this.
also minimal. Now we do offer a linen jacket for people who live in hot climates, so I could kind of see for a smart day wear in New Orleans or something, you could do a kilt and a t-shirt and a linen jacket. I don't know what to do about the hose though.
What jacket outside of linen? Because we're the only place that I know of that has a linen jacket. What for Highland wear? What jacket would you pair, Allie? Putting you on the spot, Missy.
I would immediately go with the linen jacket. Our kilt cut jacket.
You just said
I'd go with the one
besides that.
beside that.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Well, I should listen
So-
more closely. All right, then I would probably go with something like our contemporary kilt. Again,
Jacket.
it's simple.
Okay.
Yep. Contemporary jacket or Wallace cut jacket.
It's simple. If it's the Barathea material, then you have some color options. They're not all available on the website, but just,
Would you
just a
do
call.
Would you do a black T-shirt or a colored
Keep going,
T-shirt?
Jordan.
I
Keep
would
going,
do a
keep
colored
going.
T-shirt. I guess it depends.
Yep.
So
There
the
you
first
go. That's me in the middle there.
the first two outfits that come to mind
That
are like
jacket.
maybe they're not terribly like Highland, but the first outfit would be something like a bit of a punk look. Like if you want to wear low profile shoes, I would probably recommend leaning towards like a bit more of a like a punk style where you can wear lower socks, you can wear lower shoes, you wear that T-shirt and probably some sort of snappy jacket. In this case, it might be a bit more of a leather jacket. I still think something like a contemporary would work, but that would be a real stretch.
But again, we're talking. I think
But if
he
we're
wants
going
to look
clean-
more dressed
Yeah,
up. though.
he's talking about like a suit.
I think he's trying to look
equivalent.
more dressed up.
So
Yeah,
I think we
so-
have to run away from the punk thing.
I think it might be a black T-shirt. A
Yeah,
black
I think
T-shirt.
It's a
That'd be
black
the
T-shirt and a
minimal.
black jacket.
It's
But no,
still
not-
sharp.
But no, we're talking about. She's talking about Barathea jacket that in other colors. I mean, you can get.
Yeah, I'm
you
talking
get-
about
you can get-
Highland wear
Okay, yeah.
specifically.
You can get,
and I'm not
an
mixing.
Argyle cut jacket, a Wallace cut jacket, the contemporary jacket, all those. They're all Barathea wool, the same material that a Saxon, what we call Saxon wear suit jacket would be made out of. So it's a light wool. It's not going to be as comfortable in the heat, but you can get other colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see like a gray,
Yeah.
or like a dove color. Could
Or
be
if you
good.
wanted to be real striking, go with something like a red. Go with something like a red
Depends
so
on
you
the
can
tartan.
have.
Depends on the tartan.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it would depend. But just for like example's sake, if we're incorporating some color and we're being a little loud about it and it needs to be something kind of crisp and classy, maybe even formal in a sense, that would be the way. I still think a black t-shirt, and of course not like a crew neck. I would go with something else a bit more maybe elegant or sharp. What that would be, I don't know. I don't wear men's shirts too often.
It's either crew neck or V-neck.
I don't think I would necessarily do
I would
V-neck.
do V-neck, yeah.
No. But there are higher end T-shirts that are, like blended materials and stuff, so they do not look ratty or pill or anything like that. So there are
They would have to be
believe it or
crisp.
not, there are good crisp T-shirts. But and I do think, honestly, I'm okay with the brighter colors because I think when you think of hot climate, you often do think brighter colors anyway. You know what I mean? There's just aesthetically, I think people associate the two. So I wouldn't mind bright colors if it tones with the tartan. But let's talk about other possible shirt possibilities. Because I think he's trying to be smart day wear-ish.
Understood. I'm going to go on record as saying no T-shirt with kilt jacket and kilt.
Okay.
A kilt has for a smart day wear suit kind of equivalent. No, I think it becomes a dog's dinner. I don't think it blends well enough. This is my personal opinion. The take Allie off screen. She's glaring at me.
Can you feel the daggers, Rocky? Can you feel them?
And then she was gone.
I wouldn't do a polo shirt either. I don't think it would look good. It just
I wouldn't
doesn't.
do a polo shirt either.
It needs to be close enough to Highland wear. I understand the heat issue. I get it, but it goes too far outside of it. It's what's the when something like AI stuff when it looks too close but not close enough.
Oh, no. Uncanny Valley?
The Uncanny Valley, exactly. I don't think it's close enough.
It's the Uncanny Valley of kilts.
It's the Uncanny Valley of kilts, exactly. Quick break in the video here. The fun part of our job is making these videos. The hard part is actually keeping the lights on. So if you want to support our channel, head over to usakilts.com for all of your kilt and Highland wear accessory needs. So a t-shirt with a jacket and a kilt dress sporran or even a semi-dress or a day sporran and kilt hose and a pair of brogues. No, I don't think it looks good. I think it has to be the most I would go, even with a linen jacket, I still don't like the idea. I think the most that I would go would be an unbuttoned, like Oxford style shirt. Like we have there you go. Short sleeve Oxford. I think that with a tweed jacket or with a linen jacket, no vest because we're worried about the heat here. No vest, worn with a kilt. And if you're wearing a short sleeve shirt underneath a jacket, it won't matter. You won't be able to tell it's a short sleeve shirt outside of lack of cuff showing. So I think that for me, and there may even be like a performance fabric type Oxford shirt. I just got it was kind of by mistake. I bought a new dress shirt, a white dress shirt, and it's like a stretchy, like performance-y kind of fabric.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
common with the more
like
slim
what
cut
the heck?
suits.
But it works. So I'm like, all right, cool, done.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of that with the slim cut suits these days.
Yeah, so I think something like that in a short sleeve could work with it. No tie, just unbuttoned at the top, no vest to keep it a little bit cooler. Linen jacket or, maybe a tweed jacket with just open but no vest to keep you nice and cool.
Be warm.
It's no warmer, especially if you're outside. If it's a lighter colored tweed, like a Love-It blue or a Love-It green, it's going to be cooler than a black Argyle.
Yeah, not by enough, in my opinion. I've been in Florida in August. It's not fun.
I agree. There's not a lot of other options outside of linen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seersucker.
Or our grandfather shirts. I know, another pluggy thing, but
Not with the suit though.
not with a suit. Well,
With it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if we're going particularly casual, maybe.
We're missing context here because I think with the t-shirt idea, you and I were thinking more.
Well, he is in a warm climate, so we're constantly going to consider the climate thing.
We're thinking casual, but not sloppy. Okay, and a little bit more rock and rolly. You're thinking a bit more formal, like, oh, I'm going to church.
He's asking for suit-related stuff.
I understand. We broadened the topic because it's hard to do in the heat.
We are kind of tackling a few topics here. The warm climate, could it be casual, could it be formal, It's a big question to answer in one small sentence.
If we're talking just casual and going away from a jacket entirely,
then all bets are off.
Sure, all bets are off. Then grandfather shirt, great, have at it. Be done.
I'm imagining like he wants to be sharp enough that he looks good when he goes to church. That's I
Then-
think that's a
Or forego the jacket and just wear a vest with it, with a with a white dress. Yeah, something like that. There you go.
Yep.
A vest with it, a white shirt, and
True.
no tie or no tie.
And we will, as you'll notice in the shot of Rocky, we often will advocate for vest with lapels if you want to sharpen up your look a little bit.
Yeah.
If you are not wearing it with a jacket.
Yeah.
So that is a good look. For the record, I kind of hated that shirt, the fashion shirt, the tight fitting Oxford shirt, because it was designed not to have a tie at all. If you look at where the buttons were placed up here, it was never. Yeah, it's just like that is actually a very trendy shirt.
Well, it's the hole is on this side. The button is tucked underneath the other
No,
thing.
but you're not supposed. Look at how
Can you
high
enhance?
that
Can you
is.
zoom that? No.
I
Okay.
do really like that style of shirt for
It's-
a punky look too.
It's an Oxford. Oxford meaning like it's a button-down collar.
That's the only.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you'd call that an Oxford shirt.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
care
close
for it.
enough. The other button is hidden. It's on the
I
other
think it's
side.
one of those kinds of shirts that only looks good on slim guys. So I'm biased against it because I don't think it's good for your average Joe.
Okay. Get a fat-fitting Oxford shirt.
Oh my God!
Google.
No, just get a traditional.
All right, yo,
We
everybody
agree
take
on every
a
topic
breath.
here at USA Kilts.
I don't know. I think the fighting is fun. I'm betting they're in the comments are like, ooh.
Not too much.
No?
Next show is
You guys
going to
are
be me by
you guys
myself.
are weak sauce this round.
Weak sauce.
Rocky's got to say something like "Go die."
You gotta get them angry about something. That's what
Yeah.
they're here for.
I'm going to fire
You can
everyone
wear any
live
tartan
on
you want.
air.
Go die.
Everyone get out!
Rocky, I want to bring spats back into Highland wear. What do you think of that?
Sure. I'm going to wear them as arm braces. It's going to be great.
Ooh, this may not
They
work
flop
for a
around.
climate, but for a warm climate. But we did get a good suggestion in there about sweater vests. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
I like a good sweater vest.
I love
not
a good
gonna
sweater
lie.
vest.
I
Not so much for Florida, but
I appreciate it on other people. It's like a bumper sticker. I appreciate them when other people have them, but not for me.
you appreciate bumper stickers on people.
On other people.
On other people's vehicles.
Ow! Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't me, says Rocky.
Ripping bumper stickers off other human beings.
Yeah.
I agree though. I think sweater vests are good. I mean, and there are very lightweight golf sweaters, which you could get away with in a warmer climate.
Cotton? Specific?
Yeah, there are cotton ones. My minor tip for that though would be try it on in person, get a size down possibly, because a lot of the golf sweater vests are fitted to be very loose and baggy, and you want something a little more crisp and form-fitting if you're wearing it with a kilt. So you don't want a baggy-looking sweater vest. They just look meh.
I would also warn that you want to make sure it's not too long. A lot of sweaters or sweater vests are made to be worn with pants, so they
Exactly.
go down lower, and then they end up like covering the top half of your sporn, and it looks like a dog's dinner.
So again, you may want to go,
Tuck it behind. So
going
Do
a
it in
size
person.
down.
yeah.
Yeah, like
See
that's
how
about
that
right.
one meets? Like that's Caleb over there.
That is Caleb.
That meets
Yep.
the top of. I know the guy in the photo even without his face.
Yep.
It meets the top of his sporn. That's as low as I would want the vest to go. I wouldn't want it to go any lower than that.
But then if you're talking about like a Fair Isles
Yeah.
sweater or what's the other one?
Get one? No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
there you go. Long answer.
hope that helps.
Very
I don't
long
know.
answer.
It doesn't
2
help.
years later.
Yes. Indeed.